Your cat might forget where they left a toy or what happened yesterday, but there are moments they never erase from memory. Small things you do can shape how they feel about you for the rest of their life. And it has nothing to do with expensive gifts or over-the-top affection. It's about simple, almost silent actions that build trust, or without you realizing it, create distance. In this video, you're going to understand which actions truly make your cat feel loved and safe. Stay until the end, because one of these gestures is so powerful, it completely transforms the bond between you. 1. Touching the right spot. Most people pet their cat the same way. A quick pat on top of the head, a fast scratch behind the ears, and that's it. What almost nobody realizes is that there's a specific spot on your cat's face that carries huge emotional weight. It's between the eye and the ear, in that soft cheek area, known as the temple region. That's exactly where mother cats lick their kittens over and over. Touching this area helps release oxytocin, the bonding hormone, and helps regulate your cat's stress system. When you gently stroke that spot with slow, circular movements, their brain starts associating you with deep safety and comfort. On top of that, this area has scent glands that release social pheromones. When you touch it the right way, your cat basically registers you as part of their emotional home base. It's not just petting. It's an act of love that gets wired into their nervous system for life. Before we keep going, if you love cats, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel to be part of our community of proud, slightly obsessed cat parents. 2. Words of love. Your cat needs something that has nothing to do with food, toys, or even petting. They need your voice. Talking to your cat isn't silly. It builds connection. Studies show that cats who regularly hear their humans develop brain areas linked to communication and emotional security. But there's an important detail. Tone matters. That exaggerated high-pitched baby voice can actually create anxiety because it sounds similar to distressed kitten calls. Cats respond much better to a calm, natural tone, like you're talking to someone you trust. Talk about simple things, narrate what you're doing, explain random everyday stuff. All of that creates predictability. Constant silence, on the other hand, has the opposite effect. Cats raised in environments with very little verbal interaction tend to vocalize less and become more emotionally withdrawn. When you talk to your cat, they don't understand every word, but they understand intention. To them, your voice is a daily reminder of love and presence. 3. The early morning love ritual. Between 5 and 7 in the morning, your cat does something almost every owner overlooks. They come closer, watch you, make a soft sound, or just sit there waiting. This behavior isn't about food. It's a check-in ritual. In the wild, cats would confirm that everyone in their group made it through the night. At home, you're part of that group. What happens in the first few seconds after that contact shapes your cat's entire day. A simple good morning, a calm look, a gentle touch, or a slow blink activates their attachment system. That creates more security, more willingness to play, and even a better appetite throughout the day. When this moment gets ignored over and over, your cat learns there's no emotional response there. Over time, they stop trying. Not because they're independent, but because they adapt. Recognizing this morning ritual is a small but powerful act of steady love. It's you saying, "I see you, we're still us." 4. The limit of petting. There's a point where petting stops feeling good and starts becoming overload. Every cat has a neurological limit for touch, even when they're enjoying it. The problem is that many owners miss the subtle signs that show up before irritation. A slight tail flick, rippling skin, ears turning back, or a stiff body aren't attitude. They're warnings. When you respect those signals and stop at the right moment, something important happens in your cat's brain. They learn that you're predictable and safe. That strengthens trust and builds a positive emotional memory. Your cat relaxes knowing their boundaries will be honored. Pushing past that point, even with good intentions, does the opposite. Their alert system switches on, and the body shifts into defense mode. Experiences like that aren't easily forgotten. Loving a cat also means knowing when to stop. Respecting their touch limit is one of the clearest ways to say, I care about you. 5. When your cat is sick, your presence helps them heal. When a cat gets sick, many owners think the best thing to do is leave them alone so they can rest. In reality, what they need most is your calm presence. Not constant interaction, not forced petting, just quiet companionship. Being in the same room, reading, working, or simply sitting nearby already makes a difference. This goes back to their feline ancestors. Injured cats would stay close to the group, visible but without direct contact. The simple presence of someone they trust lowers stress and strengthens the immune system. A cat's body responds better to treatment when they feel emotionally safe. Isolation, even with good intentions, can create a sense of abandonment and slow down recovery. These vulnerable moments get stored in your cat's emotional memory. They associate whoever stayed with protection and care. Loving a sick cat isn't about insisting on affection. It's about staying. Sometimes the greatest act of love is just being there, quietly showing they're not alone. 6. The way you leave the house. Before you even close the door, your cat already knows you're about to leave. Keys, shoes, your bag. These small signals trigger anxiety long before you say goodbye. The most common mistake is either completely ignoring the moment or turning it into a dramatic farewell. Both can increase stress. What your cat needs is predictability. A simple ritual, always the same. It could be a short phrase said in the same calm tone, a treat placed in the same spot, or a specific toy that only appears at that moment. Over time, this teaches your cat's brain that your departure doesn't mean abandonment. It means you'll come back. Without that ritual, many cats stay on high alert for hours, unable to truly relax. That constant tension wears down their emotional system and can affect long-term health. Your goodbye doesn't need to be long or emotional. It needs to be consistent. Creating that pattern is a quiet act of love. You're telling your cat, I'm leaving, but I'm coming back. 7. Words of love at the end of life. This is the hardest moment, and also the most powerful one. Cats know when the end is near. They change their behavior, become quieter, look for specific spots, or seek more closeness. There's an old instinct that pushes them to hide their weakness, but inside a home, that turns into an internal conflict. They feel what's happening, but they still try to stay strong for you. What many owners don't realize is that hearing certain words brings real relief. Speaking calmly, acknowledging what's happening, and telling them it's okay to rest lowers their stress. It's not giving up, it's offering comfort. It's creating an emotionally safe space for that moment. Veterinarians notice that cats who receive this kind of goodbye seem more at ease, look for more closeness, and appear more peaceful. Those final words don't erase the pain, but they change the experience. Your cat only goes through this moment once. How you show up there becomes the last emotional memory they carry. It may be the greatest act of love of all. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these moments have you already experienced with your cat? Or which one did you never see as an act of love before? Tell me in the comments. And before you go, check out our latest video to keep discovering amazing facts about the world of cats. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the comments and in the next video.